Hey, howdy. And welcome to another one of these. I can't promise that I'm going to be playing all of the Super Granny games, but I said to myself that I was going to play the first two because I have a deep amount of nostalgia for this game in particular, Granny in Paradise. Whether that nostalgia's deserved, we're about to see. Don't get your hopes up, that's all I'm saying.
I'm Super Granny. You can move me around with the arrow keys. Good work, dear. I've found the cat, but I love gardens. Bonus flowers are planted everywhere. Take me around the flower beds to tend all of the flowers.
Okay, I'm immediately gonna turn down the sound.
That's better.
There we go.
When I have found all of the flowers, a super flower grows. Move me over to the arrow that appears.
This is one of those old games that just does not have...
When let's dig a hole in front of me. Such a help.
God. That's so much more nostalgic.
The more cats we rescue at once, the more...
This is one of those old games that just... You just can't make the mouse invisible.
Now help me rescue these cats. When all the cats have been rescued, the exit flower appears. Walk me into it. Walk me to this arrow, dear. Let's dig a hole. Walk me to this arrow, dear.
Oh, jeez.
Goodness, I've been spotted. Press the space. Wonderful. Now help me rescue these cats.
So now instead of Garden Gnome, it is Ambiguous Tiki, which is a little bit more, it's aged a bit more poorly than
Sometimes
Ambiguous
when I
Garden
rescue all
Gnome.
my kitties, ladders like this one will appear. Let's exit this area.
Oh, come on.
I can also use items. Walk me into this. Now help me walk to this Thank you, sweetie. See if you can help me solve the rest of the
They have some new improvements, like actually having more than one music track. I'm just going to preemptively water this one because I guarantee the exit's up there. That's just how these games work. But the thing that I've noticed about these games more than anything is that they're just not very fun.
My kitties and I have arrived safely at the island resort. The kitties are enjoying themselves, but a nice young tour guide seems to have taken them out on an excursion while I was taking my nap. I'll write more once I catch up with the little dears. Hugs, Granny.
Oh my god, this music. This music is very nostalgic.
Here, kitty, kitty. Oh, my precious.
The thing that I'm noticing more than anything is this game is just so sluggish. It takes so long to get from point A to point B. Maybe it's just because I'm used to indie games that realized that it's just more fun to go as fast as your little feet can carry you. Stuff like Hades and Pizza Tower, where it's just blindingly fast.
This must be the way out.
That's definitely a new voice line. The mic quality is so much better. Games like Pizza Tower and Hades that are just way faster, and like they realized over time that faster just means more fun when the game is built around going fast. Not to say that Hades is that fast, but like compared to this.
Oh, I can still catch MacGyver.
Oh, this is Significantly harder than the first game's bonus. Not even 100% sure how you would get everything this fast. Yeah, I bungled it. Oh, damn it.
Here, kitty, kitty.
Oh, hi.
Oh, my precious.
And like, a game doesn't need to be fast to be fun, but when a game is this sluggish, it really, you can really feel it. No. Because it feels, after a certain point, it almost feels like it almost feels like you have a lack of control when you're going this slow. Because there are also enemies that move as slow as you, if not a little bit faster. And that kind of just feels bad. An enemy is just going so fast that they catch up to you, by which I mean they're going at the speed limit. I guess you are Granny, so it makes sense. But still. I know the joke is that grandparents always go below the speed limit. I don't know where that joke came from. Well, my grandparents sure as hell don't. There's a sort of prevailing culture, especially among older people, to just always go 10 to 15 miles above the speed limit. And if you've ever been to Florida, you can feel it. Everyone goes above the speed limit, absolutely everyone, to the point that it doesn't even feel...
Oh, my precious.
I mean, it feels dangerous, but it almost would feel more dangerous to not go above the speed limit because everyone else is. After a certain point, it feels like you're the one that's getting in the way, even though you're the one that's being safe and going the speed limit while everyone else is going above it. This is currently about as fun as a... Hello? I don't even know though. I don't even know what that was a reference to.
Oh, my precious.
This is currently about as fun as eating sand, which is unfortunate. But I guess, I mean, multiple things. First off, I'm glad that I'm playing a game that's not good for once, because again, I need lower standards, frankly. Uh-oh, this could be bad. Frankly, I need lower standards. And the best way to get lower standards is by playing worse games. Not everything can be, not everything... Oh, this is gonna send me straight down. Yep, sad. Yeah, I hear ya.
This must be the way out.
I love how obvious the difference is between the new voice lines and the old voice lines. The mic quality is so different.
So out of here. Here, kitty, kitty.
But you know, what I was saying before, I need lower standards, and the best way to get lower standards is to play worse games, or just to play more varied games. Because if you spend your whole life playing games in a specific genre, you're gonna have really high standards for, you know, the games in that genre, even if the games themselves are fine. Like, if you spend your whole life playing RPGs, and you play an RPG that is like a good game, but not a very good RPG game, you're gonna be pretty strict on it.
Oh, my precious.
Because I feel like games can be good. Games can be good in their own right without being a very good representation of their genre, or frankly, a good representation of their series. Like, I happen to think that, I think the most egregious example is Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies. I thought that game was great. Now, is it a good Ace Attorney game? It's kind of just mid. I've heard a lot of people say that it's the worst one, and that's a very hard decision because,
Bombs away.
I'd liken it a lot to the second game.
Oh, my precious.
Oh god, is this gonna Bomberman? Okay, good, it's not. I was worried that was just gonna insta-kill me.
I am Bomber Granny.
I'd liken it a lot to Justice for All, which is the second game, where it's really scuffed, but it has some extremely satisfying and good moments that drag it up from the mud. Because if it didn't have those moments, it'd be the worst entry in the series by a country mile. That game's got many, many problems. Not the least of which is the infamous, come on? Not the least of which is the infamous circus case. Anyone who's played that game to completion, especially without a guide, knows how miserable Big Top is the first time through. And even on a replay, it's just not very fun at all. Because the worst thing a game in that genre can do is not make sense.
This is more fun than Shuffleboard.
And Turnabout Big Top
This just gets weirder
just
all the time.
completely stops making sense after a certain point. It just does dumb shit, and then you have to deal with the implications of, okay, everyone's acting like an idiot, so what is the answer here if everyone's acting like morons and doing things that are wholly irrational?
Oh, my precious.
There's also the issue in Big Top that some of the characters are just not... they're not the best. Oh, this could be bad. Run, run, run. Not even in the sense of, like, the characters have, like, unfulfilled aspects to their arcs, or they're, like, kind of weird and off-putting. The characters are just annoying. Most egregious of which is Ben and Trillo, who are a, you know, marionette duo.
Bad dog, bad.
Of like, yeah, isn't it? It's fun and quirky. Where the guy with the puppet is really quiet, and the puppet himself is very loud-mouthed. We've all seen that one special by Jeff Dunham, where it's like, oh, I'm a really mild-mannered guy, but my puppet is the one that's saying these terrible things. Yeah, dude, you're the one that's talking, so I don't know what that says about you. But Ben and Trillo in particular are just completely miserable to talk to. The characters are also brought up of, I don't even remember the dude's name off the top of my
I
head.
don't
Very,
think
like,
Fluffy will like you.
flowery dude in a pink
I'm
suit.
not
He's the main
Come
He's the
sit
main
down
culprit
now.
for the, not the main culprit, rather. He's the suspected murderer for the case, and you gotta clear his name.
Bad dog. Bad. Oh, my
And-
precious.
The most, weirdly enough, the most infamous character in this case is honestly my favorite, is Mo the Clown, who is just painfully unfunny, and I feel like
Kitty.
he's painfully unfunny to the point that it, like, wraps around. Like, you know full well his jokes aren't funny, he knows full well, the audience knows full well,
This must be
even the
way
judge
out.
knows full well that his jokes aren't funny. To the point where, and this was annoying on a first playthrough, but I have to admire the humor of it. The judge threatens to throw out your entire case if Mo is allowed to speak too much and make too many bad puns in his presence. Which in retrospect is kind of hilarious. As if this wasn't a kangaroo court already, the judge just threatens to hold you in contempt of court because your client is being a dumbass. And there's also the characters that are, like, less egregious but still kind of annoying, like there's like a acrobat guy in a wheelchair who is, like, basically fine. And there's Regina, who is
I much prefer Kitty.
the other part of the case that people really do not like, and I agree that it's gross. Regina is like 14 years old, and both Mo, Max, and Ben and Trillo have an eye for her, which is really gross for a variety of reasons, none the least of which is that Regina has basically no knowledge of the outside world. Uh-oh.
Oh, goodness.
They're like, yeah, great, her dad was whatever, P.T. Barnum. She lived such a horribly sheltered life that her father literally dies. And she's just, it's not that she isn't processing it in a way of like she's grieving. No, she literally isn't processing it properly. And you ask her about it and she says like, oh, my daddy just went off to go live with the animals. And it only takes her until the very end of the trial for her to realize, oh yeah, by the way, your dad's dead. Like, dead. As much as I appreciate your childlike innocence, I hate to break it to you, but your father is in fact dead. But it's just a mess. That case is such a mess. Oh, shoot. I remember hearing that case in particular, and that entire game, the cases were really rushed, and you can definitely tell. Everyone just feels a little bit more
This must be the way out.
wacky and spiteful in a way that would sort of imply that their less time was spent fleshing out their characters. And I mean, Franziska von Karma's a good character at least, but
This just
all of the
gets
cases
better
and
all
all of
time.
the cases besides the final case specifically, which is one of the best cases in the series, all the other cases are just kind of mid. Oh, I was expecting to get crushed. All the other cases are kind of just okay.
Come to Nana.
God, these are so slow. And they don't even stop at their destinations. They just keep moving. So if you want to pick up anything, you have to get off, and then it'll have to go all the way back up, and then back down, and you have to ride it back down, and then back up. That's miserable.
Here, kitty.
At least it shows off the super advanced kitten pathfinding AI. I'd be willing to bet that the pathfinding is the part of the game that the developers spent the most time on. At least for the first one. Because for the second one, I imagine they just reused the code wholesale. Because why would you bother rewriting the code for that? If it ain't broke, and specifically if it ain't broken as running in the same engine, you definitely don't fix it. And this is pretty obviously the same identical engine to the first game.
I can't dig through rock, dear. This is more fun than shuffleboard.
Oh god, this one's gonna take forever. I guess I just gotta work my way up. Are there even man-eating plants in this map? Like, surely one of these must be a man-eating plant, not a vine. There you are. All right, bud, do your thing. Oh, there's a sound for it now. It's not just dead silence while my horticulture
precious.
commits murder. And the thing with the Dual Destinies as well is that I didn't find a single,
The dog's out.
I didn't find any of the cases to be as bad as any of the cases in Justice for All, because a lot of those cases kind of just felt really mid. In Dual Destinies, there were a couple of cases that felt like definitely had problems, but at the end of the day, I enjoyed it overall a lot more than Justice for All. It's like the new characters that it introduced were really fun characters. I mean, I liked Simon, I liked Athena, I liked, God, his name's not Matt Fulbright, it's, what the hell's his first
Here,
name?
kitty.
It's a common problem that you just refer to him as Detective Fulbright, so I forget what his first name is. But he's great too. And even though the game is kind of iffy at times, the soundtrack is so good. Like, it is the best soundtrack of any Ace Attorney game, and I'm willing to fight on that. They got a full orchestra for it, and it shows. It's so cool. It's so good. Oh, this is the... Oh, I see what's going on here.
I can only dig in front of me, dear.
Scary. Please, just... Thank you. My god. I don't know what your problem is, Granny. Alright, just land in here, please. Thank you. Bruh, really? So, you can go through the portals, but your kittens can't, so your kittens just have to sit there until you go back to the portal and collect them? That's so stupid. Though I guess if they did it for the kittens, they'd have to program how it works for the enemies too, and that seems like a lot. That might have been a bridge too far for this old ass game. All right, come on, start following me again. Thank you. The next game on my list, by the way, is, I mean, it depends on how, it depends on what I do in these coming few days. It's either going to be one of the Build-A-Lot games, or it's going to be, I don't know what else, but I have a couple of options. Oh god, this is gonna be annoying. How would I even collect those over there? Because that's not incorporeal.
Here, kitty, kitty.
Okay, I'll be real, I only have enough in me to go up to, let's say, level 20 for the sake of my own sanity, but before I stop for the day, I am also going to do the level editor, because that is easily the best part of this game. It's just goofing around the level editor. Because again, it's something that I dearly enjoy about this game, and something that I wish that more games did, is it has a fully functional map editor. With all of the mechanics and all of the... No. All of the mechanics and all of the enemies from throughout the game, and you can kind of just screw around with them.
Who let the dogs out?
And the gameplay mechanics aren't super deep. I mean, it's super grainy for crying out loud, so... It's to be expected. No.
Come to Nana. Oh, my precious.
Oh god. So I gotta bring the key all the way up there. This just feels like chores. I gotta bring the key all the way up there, and then I gotta walk all the way back.
Here, kitty, kitty.
I have a very busy day ahead of me of doing laundry and folding clothes. Should I even bother with this? Okay, good. It is a vine, at least. I was fully expecting that to be a man-eating plant. That was cool. Oh god, the flickering on that cloud. Dude, please follow me. You little cat. Oh, for Pete's sake. You good, bro? What do I do about this? I can't.
I should have stayed on the cruise ship.
Great. Okay, so note to self, don't do that. I have to recollect all the cats because the tiki realized what I was going to do and decided to be one step ahead of me. That shit ain't fair, man. Oh my god, the orange cat's stuck again. Dude, what are you doing? It's like herding cats over here. I'm going to cry. Just go up, please. Thank you. I'm just going to ignore him. What are you gonna do?
This just gets weirder all the time.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. I feel myself getting frustrated. Yes, I'm missing my soaps. I need to go watch General Hospital. Oh, they have rankings. Let's go. I imagine it's the same rankings as the first game. Okay. Behold! And look, it's not much. But there is something deeply gratifying to me. It's like what even is? Oh wait, I can't put that down because it's not a bonus level, I bet. It's deeply gratifying to just, you know, appealing to my childhood itself in a sense. And there's also gorillas, which I forget how these work exactly.
That's right. Granny's back with a vengeance.
Does he get up? He might get up out. Nope.
How did all you kitties get here? I should have stayed on the cruise ship.
That gorilla made a monkey out of me. And I actually forget what the purse is for. Ah, there we go. Right, it's a melee attack. And then there's these, which basically Kaizo blocks. Haha, it's so funny. I get sent to hell. I want to try something real fast. I wonder if this works. Little Rube Goldberg machine of sorts. So I need to make a path so that he path finds to me. I think this would work. Does Granny die?
away my life, but you'll never take my kitty!
I was right. Okay. I think that's about it. There's ice, there's stone, there's... Oh, water. Okay, there's water and then ice. But I've had my fill of nostalgia. It's already kind of running dry. But that's all I got for now. What a bizarre game this is. Next time, it will either be Build-A-Lot, sort of continuing the path of playing a bunch of Sandlot games. It's either going to be Build-A-Lot or some other game by Sandlot, or maybe something else. We'll have to see. But that's all I got for now. Thanks so much for watching.